Welcome to the Tunji Offeyi show. It's another edition. It's going to be another fun moment. That's what we do here. And we also discuss serious business. And today with us is no less a person than the Nigerian American author, Happy Ogunjimi. Happy Ogunjimi, welcome to the show. Welcome to the Tunji Offeyi show one more time. Over.
Yeah,
Tell
thank you.
us about yourself here.
Thank you so much for bringing me to the show for the second time. Um, I'm Happy Ogunjimi, the author of Outcomes of Civilization in Africa. I I'm a Nigerian, first before anything, and I'm an American too. So I've been living in the States for about going to 20 years now, 18 to 20. So it's been so long. So I wrote a book about outcomes of civilizations in Africa, just for us to get better in terms of the things that we do when it comes to benefits. That's the main reason I wrote the book, in terms of just benefits and the other things the Western culture have that we don't have in Africa. And about myself, I have a kid, you know, I'm trying to do do my master's in psychology. I have a kid, I have a girl. My girl is my I have a fiance, she's we about to get married and things like that, and so that's about me taking.
Yeah, that's about you on the personal side.
Yeah, personal side.
And it's good to see you doing as much well as you're doing on your public life and your personal life. They seems to they match together perfectly. There's a perfect harmony, and I'm happy for you to hear all that.
Thank
Okay,
you, sir.
let's proceed. It's going to be a long day, but we'll see how
Okay,
far we
yeah,
travel.
I'm here for the day. I enjoy your show a lot. I've seen almost every episode. Aside
Wow.
watch them. I think you should be on TV.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Good idea. Okay, and now I would like to know how is outcomes of civilization in Africa doing in the market? There's a business side of showbiz, so let's talk about business now.
Oh yeah. The market side, personally, I think, by myself, I think I sold probably like 1,000 copy,
Hmm.
1,000 and something copy, and I've been selling in the streets, and on my websites, online, on Amazon. But it's not really doing well on Amazon. That's the thing. But I sell more copy on my website and
Wow.
more on the street. People buy the books from me. I haven't have like a lot of them in my hand. Yeah, if I'm going on the street now, a lot of people just buy it from me, and because I'm well known in Durham, so a lot of people in Durham, they bought the book like, and it did good. But the thing is, the purpose for the book is to go to Africa. I have not yet have a way to like have a marketing in Africa that can be able to take care of how people can read the book, and understand the concept of what I'm trying to say. So I don't have a market in Africa yet. I'm just doing it here. So when I find time to go back there, probably I will get a market there, and the book can be able to be in the streets and in the hands of the people that I want it to be in.
Yeah, we're actually going to talk about that later about this going to Africa thing. So but we're taking the question one at a time. So we try to move it here and there because
Okay.
you've got multiple personalities and you're doing so many things aside from writing. So we
Yes.
can't put it in one box. So we keep navigating. All right.
Yes.
So at this juncture, I'd like us to talk about Apinini production. Can you please tell us more about that?
Oh, Apineni Production is it's a visual producing company that I created. I'm trying to give them visual representation of how things go in Africa for them to be able to, to see it visually, how to get Africa better. The things that I will be doing on Apinini Production will be about things that can change us in the concept of how we relate to international things, Africa, we Africans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have that's why I have the production company, you know. I want us to get to a different kind of level so we can have the kind of integrity and the kind of like the kind of you know, the kind of how you see how the whites, the other culture, they don't have no inferiority complex when it comes to things like that. So I want the production to have context that will put us into like a hierarchy in a ways, you know, like get us to the place that we want. So I want contents like that. That's what I'm trying to, you know. I
Yes.
actually did go back to school for that, you know. I'm taking classes for that, you know, to be able to produce movies professionally, you know, by myself and, you know, independently before I could get, you know, into the things like that. So I've been in the production. You'll be seeing a lot from a lot of things from there now. You know, I'm doing it little by little. You know, I'm trying to get contact with. I'm still gonna go to Africa, which you have to do before all this thing can kick off entirely. You know, I still have to go to Africa and talk to the movie people over there to see how I can merge with them for us to shoot kind of different scripts. I know the movie is going on good now, the way they shoot their script. I've
Mhm.
seen a couple of good movies online. They're doing better now, way better, you know. Like King of Boys, Kemi Adetiba. The other day I was talking to her about shooting movies, you know, because she's fond of my daughter, you know. So I was talking to her about shooting movies, you
Mm.
know. People like that, they can be able. She have good concept too. She have a lot of things she's gonna do, but and then I'm trying to go to Nigeria to mix with these people for them to have different context plus what we have, but the ones that we give us like add like benefits to our country for us to have the benefit that the Western culture have that they think that makes them act the way that they act. If we have those benefits in Africa, you know, it would be a better thing. That's the main reason I am trying to do the happening production.
Wow, great. A good concept, good idea. I hope it works for you because we need more talent in Africa. We need more people, more hands on the desk. You know, the more the merrier for Nollywood to go places. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be for the people back home, the
Hmm.
diaspora community. We have also got a role to play. And I'm happy you're doing that. I say well done. That brings me to my next question. So there's this short movie, or should I say film, you put out there called My Alien Sister. How many episodes is that going to have? I can only see one episode at the moment. And what is it really about generally?
Oh yeah, it's about this little alien kid that she came from another planet, and then she tried to hypnotize this girl, another girl. She was sent by uh they like their own world is a world of little kids, and then she came to this place, to this world in another dimension. So when she came here, she don't know what is going on yet. When she came here, she found out that she met the sister. So she took the body of the sister first. So when she took the body of the sister, she wasn't there. So when the sister got home, the sister gets home, she knows like this is not her. She can feel like this is another person. When she gets home, it's gonna continue from there, another episode. But we're trying to shoot another kind of thing again, a zombie movie. So, but when the sister get home, she's gonna find out she's been she's been like her body has been taken, swapped by an alien. And then at the end of the day, they're gonna be two sisters, both of them. She's gonna get out of the body and explain everything to her, that's why she's here and everything like that. So we have more episodes to shoot on that one. Right now, we even shooting something now. I have a lot of things right here, so it's gonna be coming up little by little, but you could little by little it's gonna be coming up.
Is it going to be like a horror film or something like that?
Yeah, like horror episode by episode.
Okay. I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of horror movie, but out there, it's not about me. So I
Yeah,
hope you shoot something for me, for people like me someday as well.
I
Maybe comedy
will.
or something, just something deep and maybe just some good storyline. I'm not saying what you're doing is not good storyline. Don't get me wrong. You
Okay.
see what I mean? Where I'm coming from, like just in the regular movie for regular people like us who don't
Yeah.
like movie. But for people who like horror movie, that's something out for you. I think it's well shot, professionally speaking, and removing myself from the equation now. So it's not a personal perspective as such.
Thank you
So
so
I
much. Thank you, sir.
think that's a great effort as well.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you're following what's going on back home. It's getting hotter and hotter in Nigeria. And I don't think, for me, I don't want to sound too pessimistic,
Okay.
like saying there's real hope out there. It looks like there's not too much hope, to be sincere, unless a miracle happens. We see killing every day. You see what happened in the our church.
Yeah.
Uh, went in there, just shot randomly at people. They have not been caught as we speak, to the best of my knowledge. A lot of crazy stuff happening out there, and now we have two senior citizens struggling for the throat of our country. So where are we heading? So if you factor all this in together, are there enough teams for you to write another book? I think these are enough materials as a writer. Has it ever come to you to work on this? And it's probably maybe through your writing, you can tell us what we don't know. Like I'm saying myself, I don't want to sound hopeless, but maybe a writer can see from another perspective. I'm a writer myself, but I'm not inspired to write about Nigeria just yet. But maybe you can do that. What do you think?
Yeah. What I actually think about Nigeria, it's bigger than what you said. Actually, this other day I was trying to do a podcast about that. What you are just talking about, because I believe we Nigerians we don't have the moral limitation imposed by us, by our government, like when an alleged suspect can be like beaten, like abashed publicly, like you're saying the other day they beat some people, or like a group of people can just come into somewhere and just burn people up. I know that happened in the United States, but what
Yeah,
I'm trying to say is we need to remove all this kind of things from our penal codes, and we act like it's the colonial ash time, because we don't our government don't really impose all these things on us, and this is where we need the better government and people that we do better things in terms of imposing this thing on us, because if you I want to write a lot of things about these things, but I want to finish my master programs before I start. I was going to be publishing before that, but after that, they're going to be hearing a lot of books from me, which I already had done. About things like this. So when 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 it's two parts, the killing part and just burning innocent people. You understand? It's not. I mean, they're both the same thing, but when we cannot be able to like we cannot re-educate or rehabilitate the delinquency of our teenagers or the people that do all these things, how do we go from there? And we should be able to like we cannot rehabilitate those things or the delinquency of our kids, or or adults that have been through other things. We don't have people to be able to help them with different kind of mental disorder that they have. We don't have a lot of things, and those criminology, those things in my own say criminology theory or philosophy, when epic philosophy, I refute those things like someone to extrajudiciary killings. I don't like things like that. I what I argue about is every criminal, they should have their own right to a public trial without
yeah,
unnecessary delay. The right to a lawyer. Things like that. Before you just don't see somebody that did something and you just go and burn them. You understand?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
just beat them up, or because of somebody says something that is religious and you just start, if you, even if you are a religious country, like put them in the hands of a jury, you understand? You understand what I'm saying? Don't just act on it, you understand? And
Mhm.
those people that killed, they need to like prosecute them. They cannot just let things like, I mean, it's a lot of things that we have to do to let the system, to be able to work with the system. It's not just, we have to just remove barbarism, vindictiveness, you know, a lot of things from our penal codes to make reformation of this criminally involved, to help make reformation of the criminally involved the primary goal of punishment, things like that.
Yeah, because for me personally, psychologically, I'm not ready to write about these things because it just depresses me. You know what I mean? You need a clear mind
Yeah.
to do, put up words together and make sense. But it's just too much to watch, it's too much to listen to. So that's why I'm like, it looks more like I'm passing responsibility, or let's say, better still to put, I'm sharing responsibility. Let's say if some other writer in a good place, the shock is not too much for them, like it's for me at the moment, then they might just write something about it. Let's spread the narratives
Oh,
that we
okay.
continue like this as a people. I thought I mentioned that while you
Oh,
are here. Okay,
yeah.
let's move
I hope my answers is helpful, because the situation is very crazy in Nigeria, which I'm trying to help as much as I can before what we can do, and try to put them in a better place.
And it's not just about for writers alone, maybe for viewers going to be watching these. Whatever you can do, we need to save our country. Like you said the other time, you're an American, but first and foremost, you are a Nigerian.
Yes.
It's about the main thing we have, so we can't play with it. Okay. All right. Let's leave Nigeria a little. It's we talk today. We're not going to finish on just one question.
Yeah.
Okay, now the other time you're talking about you want to go to Africa. That's where we are now. So, are you planning any major tour, like a speaking tour, not just like a social visit to Africa, of course, but about your book,
Yeah.
promotion, going from schools to schools, anything like that?
Yeah, I had a plan to go, and actually, even before I came to America, I have a plan of teaching in Nigerian schools. I've never
Mhm.
been to America. When I had these plans, my friends, they knew that when we were young, like 16, 15. I had plans of teaching in Nigerian school for us to get better, just in aspect. I've never been to America. This is what I was saying. I always have a plan of teaching in Nigeria,
Yeah,
secondary school, to help the kids, for us to be able to have just better society. So I always have that plan. So what you're saying right now, yes, I will go to Nigeria and talk about the book, and even do teach maybe for like a year or two in high school. But I'm trying to teach government in a different way, or it will be my own kind of books, the kind of way to teach them, not in the kind of, to teach them another way of governance, of governing your own country as kids, growing up, you know. Better concept, teach them more like more things that they can be able to relate to. So when they get to post up there, they can be able to sit down with another president and shake hands, not bow to anybody, and be equal to everything that they can be. You understand? Just, I mean, you can respect somebody, but
you don't
if you
worship.
want to bow, yeah, you can respect with bow, you can respect with whatever way, but you should know that you're equal to another person, regardless of the Western culture and African culture. So those are the things that I want to go up there and talk to them about, let them see these kind of things in the world and the things we are going through, that we are the people, we can get a good government. Even our presidents too. I wish I can get to them with my message, but I know it's not easy, you understand? Get with them with this message we have, to let them understand the concept of benefits in your country. That doesn't mean you cannot steal money. I'm not sitting here telling government to steal money on the TV. But even though you steal money, you can still make your people better, you know. You can still make
Maybe you're trying to help coordinate sounds or time. If they still monitor, you better take them easy or something like that.
yeah,
Almost
because
telling
I
them to
mean they
stop
just
because
yeah.
it looks like they can't even listen to stop. So it's then move the message to please take it easy, don't steal everything.
Exactly.
Even though the people steal in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. So go there, give them a little message like these kids need benefits, the ones that they just gave birth to today, they need at least a little benefits, even if it's weak, for the women, infant, and children only. They need benefits, at
To
least.
start, yeah.
Yeah, to start with, even if it's 2,000 naira every month, you know, the government can produce that, which I know is 100%. And they can get a system for them to be able to give these people the money. It's 100%. We're in 2022. Corruption cannot stop that or anything for these kids to have their money when they give birth to them with
But the
uh,
government can argue that they've done something about it, like the trader money that was championed by the vice president Oshibajo. So maybe they would say they've been sharing 5,000 naira in the marketplace. Do you consider that as benefit?
no, that's not a benefit. It has to go through like the system, like a computer, like everybody has to be able to have a number that they get this thing with, like a like a security number, you understand?
I
For
think
your
they've
own
got that.
self.
I've got mine recently, a couple of weeks ago. I got my Nigeria insurance. They call it NIN,
Oh, name.
national. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Have you
they
heard about that? Yeah.
oh I don't. I
I
don't do that.
I was born like yourself. We grew up in Nigeria. I have UK national insurance before I got Nigerian many years after. But let's say better late than never. So I
Yeah.
think it's tied to the passport renewal now. So if you're gonna go renew your Nigerian passport now, then I think you will know about NIN by all means.
Oh, okay. So then
Yeah.
if they have name, they can use that to like give people benefits into their
I
account. If it's yeah.
they can collect the database now, create a database for us. So I think that makes sense for the first time. Let's give that to them. I have
That's
my anyway. So
that's
it
very
looks
interesting. I like that. Yeah, man. When I go, I'll probably go this year or next year. I'll go get mine.
you can get in America. I got mine in the UK. I'm sure you can get it where you are.
Oh, from here?
Yeah, yeah. I got it here, not from Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
you could go and other people watching us, let's even do free advert for Nigeria. There's a need now, it's the Nigeria National Insurance Number. Like they have security number, I think, in America, but we call it National Insurance Number here in the UK, something similar like that. We have now in Nigeria. So every Nigerian of age should have it one. So like that,
Oh my God, that's beautiful, man. Now,
yeah,
yeah, this is a start at least.
yeah. With that, they can be able to create this benefit thing you're talking about when everything's getting more
Yes,
organized.
more
At the
organized.
back.
Yes, this can start that.
Yeah.
You know? And you
Anyway,
can be able to separate, like criminals from individuals that do not commit criminal. This should not start creating like jails that comes with fingerprinting. So when you go there
yeah,
once,
from
they
my
can
finger.
know. Yeah,
So I think that's the idea.
yeah, they can know. It's not for a bad cause. Just to know the kind of individual you are.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you've beaten a girl before, if you have fight somebody, a lot of kids in Africa that have stabbed a lot of people, they just walk out there
Like you said,
without
it
no
ought to be for
records.
a good reason, not just because they want to catch the criminal. Even for the good guys like us, it's beneficial
Yeah, for the
because
good guys,
maybe
like good and bad guys. Yeah,
someone is implicate you or anything, that would just set you free.
set you.
So
Yeah,
it's a win-win situation, I
so
think.
yeah, they have to. Yeah, they have to.
Yeah.
That's very good.
Let's come back to outcomes of civilization in Africa. So we've got the English copy now. We know English is the most widely spread language, and I guess that's why you've done it in English, written it and in English to begin with. But do you have plans to interpret it, maybe to Yoruba, Ichekiri, which is also your language, and maybe Latin and all that? Yeah.
I would like to do it in Yoruba. actually in Yoruba. Maybe if they can help me do it in Igbo and Hausa, or maybe Swahili, you know,
Mhm.
because it's. I wanted to go to Kenya before and go do like a little tour and talk to them about the book this year, but I'm just still working on a lot of things, so I can be really stable before I start doing the kicking the. I might even, um, I might even publish another book before I start doing all those things. But yeah.
But don't you think it should be like one step at a time? Maybe perfect this one you have already, then move to the next book, next project. Maybe interpret it to Swahili, Yoruba, like you said, and then I don't know. I'm just suggesting, yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. It would be nice if I can do that first. But the problem is going to Nigeria to do all those things. I've tried my best to talk to people in Nigeria to be able to promote this thing, but you know how it goes. If you're here, they'll ask me to bring this, and they don't talk to you. You give them money now, they will not reply you no more. So I don't know what to I'm looking for a marketing company to be able to like. Maybe if I can do it from here, I'll do it from here with them. But I've not seen anybody to be able to actually talk to it on the phone. I write them emails to be able to do all these things. At least start getting it into stores and then maybe translating it into other things, other languages, in Africa that they can be able to read. Because my my wife she's my wife, because we've
Yeah.
been together long. So she was telling me the other day to do it in Spanish, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, she was telling me to do it in Spanish. I was like, okay,
Yeah, range.
yeah.
So
So
I think it's something you should look into. Yeah, no rush, but yeah, just take your time, man.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Well, I
for it.
was wondering, yeah, now at this point, I would like to know how you combine. You say you're doing your master's in psychology, you writing book, you're doing filming. So, and you planning to go to Africa for 1 year and all that. How do you hope to combine that with family life? And do you think your wife is going to let you go?
She's gonna go with me. She will go to Africa with me. It's she's in the plan too.
So do you
So
think 1 year is not too long with all your life left behind in America, or life of over almost 20 years, establishment in America, and then you just go to Nigeria and then go do some volunteering because it looks like more like volunteering stuff from your explanation, which is not a crime, don't get me wrong. So, but do you think it's sustainable, the plan?
yeah, it's what we're going back. I mean, I've been saving for that if it's the financial thing, I've been saving to go back, I've been putting a little money up there since like I will go back to do these things in case of anything happen, which I know probably all this money will be gone into the air, because that's how it always is. So, but going back, I know my wife is in the plan and my everything together. The only thing that is slowing me down is for me to get this master's. After that, I'm done. I'll probably go to Nigeria and just relax for a year. And after I relax for a year, I'll be shooting movie. First, I want to start with the movie thing, shoot a lot of movies, a lot of visual concept for them to have, because I have a lot of stuff waiting. Is the only thing now is just for me to start shooting, you know. And that's what Kemi told me. He said, look, just start shooting. If you just start shooting and there's nothing else, just go ahead and start shooting your things that you have, which I'm just doing little by little. That's why I went to the film school back to go get some knowledge in how to do all these things better as a professional. So going back would be very interesting to get them done.
Anyway, so I wish you luck. If you believe 1 year is sustainable, then yeah, just go for it then. Yeah.
Yeah,
As
I'll
of,
go. I'll go do movies, and then later on, maybe the teaching will be a little bit. To teach in Nigeria will be a little bit when I'm older, a little bit, probably in like 5 years. But the movie is something I want to do after now, like right now, after my thing. Yeah, to do a little bit of visual concept for them. But the teaching thing, I want to do it when I'm going to like about 45, 44 or 43. I can go there and teach, and teach for a year.
Yeah,
So
I think they would really appreciate that. Yeah. So myself should thank you in advance.
yeah, why? You think I'll do good teaching kids in Nigeria?
Why not? I don't think I should have any reason to doubt that. So it's a lofty idea. I was just concerned about
I'd
if
love
it's
you to do too. I read your books. If we all
yeah.
can be there trying to help these kids, it won't be bad.
What I think is feasible on my own part probably is to pop in, pop out, go do some good as much, here and there as much as I can. As the Lord strengthens me, like we say in the church, but maybe not to just move my, put all my life here and then go experiment for 1 year. That's look too risky for
Uh,
me in my own part. How much you got in your bank account. I only speak for myself. So it's laudable whichever way anyone takes. Every little help counts at the end of the day, I think.
this is doing a very good thing. At least I hope a lot of people get to look at it because as I've seen, like all the other people talk about, political things and music, you know, entertaining things. It's doing a lot for us, and they really teach when they come watch your show. They really, really, really sit down and teach, and people can really learn something from there. I wish Nigerians can look at this, it's not a regular day things that people look at.
Mhm.
And, I know everybody want to Google whiskey and other things, but this is something they can sit down and watch all your episode and find something to learn about 100%, and you're doing something that you don't really have to go to Nigeria.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see how it goes. Whatever way, whichever way we can support our people.
Yes.
It's just we. There's nobody gonna do it for us if we don't do it for ourselves. We can go on badging on and complain. Oh, in America there's racism. In the UK there's racism. People don't want us. They don't. All that. I know they might just turn out to be lamentation. They might be genuine lamentation. But what are we doing about it?
No, it's we ourselves that put ourselves in that hierarchy because the way our governments are to our people and our people are to the government, when we pull ourselves from that water, we're going to be equal, which we are. They actually don't discriminate us. We discriminate ourselves because
Just,
we already, yeah,
just put ourselves down. So
yeah,
we
we already,
Because if you want to tell somebody that, oh, Nigeria is the same thing as the UK, or Nigerian writers are as good as American writers, Nigerian musicians are as good as American musicians. But if we're not really proving it, it's just going to be like empty talk. If we don't have structures, like if you come to the UK now, you go to the O2 Arena. I think in America, you've got, is it the Staples Center or so many other great places like that. Even though you've got talent, you need venues to display your talent. But
yes,
look at it. Was it 2 days ago or 3 days ago now? They were playing football in just the newly renovated stadium in Abuja. Did you see the pitch? In very, very terrible shape. So
yeah,
these guys have got talent, but they've got the venue is not there to use. They can't. There's no free flow of play because a newly renovated stadium is gone bad immediately because of lack of poor maintenance. So tell me now, if it's some people, let's say people come from Europe to play against Nigeria, do you think they will respect us? Even if they don't say it.
oh,
That's
no,
it.
we're not, yeah.
And when we come
That
to
we're
their
already inferior to ourselves, so
and
what
we
else?
come to
Yeah,
play Wembley, we see everything is perfect. They are human beings, they are not spirits.
yes.
We can't force the respect, unfortunately. Yeah.
Like, yeah, we need our scholars to do better. I think we the people that we actually owe this to is our scholars in Nigeria, and when you try to talk to them, they will think they're scholars. Like, I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody, but the scholars in Nigeria, they can pull us out of this thing in 10 years if they are really serious in the way they write their things and the way they do. The scholars are in America, everything you see is the scholars that did it. So we just need our scholars, the people that are really go to school and read all these things. They really need to come out and write better stuff for us to change.
Yeah, but without making excuses for the scholars, like you said, I agree with you. But these scholars themselves don't have the tools. They don't have the environment to work in. As a scholar, you need a serene place to write. You write yourself. You don't need noise. You don't need distractions. But this so scholar we are talking about now, most of them are battling with ASU strike. They are not active. As you are a coach now, you need people to
Yeah.
be trained. You're a teacher, you're not teaching. You're going to be out of form, to use a sporting language.
Even here, you don't have enough free money, enough benefit to be able to do things. You don't, no funds to fund you to do those things.
Like non-stop in Nigeria. In my own time, or even you yourself, you've been through the Nigerian university system.
Yeah.
We'll stay home for 6 months, non-stop. Is that normal? And to make it more painful, it's still like that till today, or even worse.
Yeah, even when I was in LASU in Nigeria, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
I think back,
Sometimes 6 months. Yeah.
yeah, it
You
was the
remember.
same thing. Yeah.
And it's still like that till today. That makes it more painful. Because let's even say you and I have been through the pain. We bought the pain for the new generation. But the new generation for now are even suffering more than us. Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Yeah.
They are. It's so bad, but I don't, yeah, we cannot blame them for it, like you said, because they too are going through the same things we are trying to get better. So it's left to the hands of the government to send these things. But I don't even understand why they don't allow people from the Western culture to take over the power. Like people that are from the Western culture that are Nigerians. I don't know why
I've
I don't.
been thinking about that too many times. Like we've got this guy. They used to tease him as the UK Obama. There's a guy called Chuka Umuna. He was a Labour MP, very vibrant and intelligent. But because of his stance on Brexit, he lost. He was out of, was kicked out of power. He's no longer a politician in the UK. Sometimes I think about things like Chuka now. What is he doing here? He has no business in the corporate environment where he is now. He's a talented politician. He can be the Nigerian president. Why not? But
Those are the people that they need to put in that system because they understand how this Western culture works, and they know
it's
60, 70%.
Igbo, so nobody's more Nigerian than him. It doesn't have to be full-blooded Nigerian. It doesn't matter. You
Yeah.
know, you've got the race theory in America where you are. If you're black, you're black, or even if it's one drop of the blood, it doesn't. So it's not even about color or whatever. The guy is Nigerian by heritage. I have so many people like him. I'm like, why are we keeping? And there's a crazy law in Nigeria again. Sorry for using the word crazy, but I can't find a better word for it. I think you can't be a Nigerian president if you've got another passport. Do you see that? So these things are even deliberately designed to take out the type of people you're recommending.
Oh, so you cannot be.
So all of us in the
I
diaspora,
didn't know that, but I read this their thing. I didn't see that in there. I tried to read their constitution when I was writing the book. Everything. I used
yeah,
to read it before when I was like 21.
yeah.
But I didn't say that if you have another passport, you cannot be like
By
a Nigerian
constitution,
president.
yeah, constitutionally is not allowed. Maybe you can be a senator. I think those are allowed, but
Oh,
yeah. But the number one position, governorship, I'm not too sure that is whether yes or no. I don't want to give out incorrect information. But for the presidency, I'm 100% sure you can't. So,
so you have to denounce it if you have one.
yeah, who's going to denounce what they work for all their life or where they were born?
Yeah, and to go do what you don't even sure for, you will get it or not.
Yeah, or you get it, peace for you.
Oh my
But
God.
resign, when you're coming back to you, they've made it.
This
So
is this is a game, man.
yeah. So
I mean, we
if they can change the constitution to begin with, allow more diaspora participation at the highest level without any discrimination. If you're in Nigeria, whether you're born here or born there, you are in Nigeria. You should not be denied any position. Then we can begin to talk. And so many Nigerians who are maybe doing Black Lives Matter, they're tired of fighting for this justice over here or in America as well. They want to go back to their heritage, isn't it? They might want to just go and try, and it just might work for all of us, like you
this,
said.
this this is actually where our scholars comes in to change this constitution law. That's what I'm actually trying to say about them. They're the one that needs to change this 8 chapters that we have and make it broad. Because it's too small.
Very
They-
false. Yeah.
hmm? Yeah, they need to come. Our scholars, they need to come in and change that because without them, the laws cannot be changed. They need people that can write these things together, maybe 4, 5 people, I don't know how many of them can come together.
It's not just about the scholarship thing, it's the problem in Nigeria. If you remember, they have this is the confab, the national conference during
Hmm.
Jonathan's time. To be like the third time or second time they're doing that in Nigeria history, but it always end up in the dustbin or just catching dust somewhere on the president's desk.
Oh,
There are already recommendations about all these things we are discussing. Some of these things anyway, like this like what do they call it now? Like cutting the separating the countries, not like breaking the country into parts, like decentralization. That's the word I'm using for here to
oh, okay,
decentralize Nigeria, so that we have northern people ruling themselves, eastern people ruling themselves. We in the south are ruling ourselves. In the southwest, we're ruling ourselves.
okay.
So, like this just is a centripetal, not to make it centrifugal. Like I'm
Uh-huh.
using main terms are here. So we need like centripetal where all the parts are separate. So they are
Yeah.
not concentrated in the center, like we have currently in Abuja.
Uh-huh.
So all the power as it is now is concentrated in Abuja. This is one of the bedrock of Nigeria's problem because Nigeria is not decentralized. In America, you have all the states doing their own thing. They have
Yeah,
their
that's how it is
okay. The right word is true federalism. That's the popular one they put out there. So the constitution needs to have the spirit of true federalism, but that's missing at the moment.
but it will be hard, in United States, every state have their own, they control their own state self, but when it comes to the federal things, it's the federal. But every state is centered to its own. Like you can do anything you want if you're a state government to your own state. It does not go with the other state. If
Mm-hmm.
they catch you in this state for doing something, it doesn't affect the other state. That's things like that. Yeah. So that's how it is. It's
Because
state-wise. Yeah.
that can really work for us in Nigeria. Like in the northern part of the country, for instance, they want to do this open grazing. If it works for them, fine.
Fine.
They,
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
they
If it
don't.
doesn't, yeah.
So if everybody have power, if it's like if it's decentralized, I don't want to mix the word centrifugal, centripetal, but
Mhm.
yeah, but those are the words we need to look to define things for us so that we decide what we want, where we want it to go. So if we can have it separated, everybody have their own police, their own
Yeah,
government, like
yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. That's exactly.
now. Yeah, let's not even go too far. In England now we have the federal government. We can call it the federal government in London, right? Just using that word to make it understandable. In Wales, they have their own assembly, Welsh assembly. They have their first minister. He's the one ruling that place, that region. Everything they do there is their business. Only a few things London have power over to decide for them. So maybe like 80% control of their territory is in their hands, even though it's still one country. You see, if you go to Scotland too, you have Nicola Sturgeon there, he's their first minister. If you go to Northern Ireland, they have their own assembly too, although they just finished their election trying to form a new government now. So everybody are doing their own thing. This
The
in the
same thing here in America.
yeah. So the president has some power, but he doesn't have all the power. But in Nigeria,
Yes.
the president have all the power.
All the power, yeah.
It's terrible. You
It's
can't.
one man power. Yeah. It's coming. Yeah.
That's everybody want to be president in Nigeria. It's a one man show. You can in a must.
Everybody, it's so much now. It's like it's so and the fact is it's not like everybody want to be president. They need someone with direction to like someone with direction. I don't know what they're gonna do. Who's your candidate for this 2023?
I used to have a candidate because Nigeria now is, however, I'm just backing out now, unless Peter Obi, which is the only reasonable person I can see, gets power. Because otherwise, we're going to cave into what is called gerontocracy. If you remember all this
It's the
time,
same thing. It's the same thing. It's old people.
gerontocracy is government by old people.
Old people, I know.
For who? Old people, for young people. Can you
Yeah.
put old wine in a new bottle and the bottle is not going to crack up? So it's not making too much sense to me, from my own perspective, not to be. I'm not being too emotional here because you have Bola Tinubu, a septuagenarian, article even in his late 70s. These are the two major candidates
that
into.
we have in Nigeria.
And from what I can check, statistics reveal that 60% of Nigerian population they are the youth. 60%.
Are the youth here in Nigeria. But I don't know, man. I really don't understand the concept, how these people can be able to just, these older guys can be able to just hold this country down, and they don't have anything to be able to do to, for us to get this power back. Because it's more than we are thinking, you know? It's way more than we are thinking. What do you don't think Showore should I think Showore because I used to think Showore would be able to do something the first time I saw him go and saying things. But a lot of people criticize him. Everybody I talk to about him, they'll be like, no, 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 no.
Showore, I wanted to speak with him on the show and all that. I don't have any problem with him personally, but people tend to think Showore have dictatorial tendency, spanning back way in time when he was a SUG president in the University of Lagos, where he did his first degree. So some people said the way he was ruling that time was authoritarian, and people worry about that. So people believe Chowore will not listen to anybody that can be, dangerous in his own way. But these are all speculations. One can say for a fact that this is how he will turn. So I don't really have too much problem with him personally. But maybe we're looking at somebody who have proven something in Nigeria. People with track records. You're not looking for somebody to come and do experiments, because even Barack Obama was a game changer in America, but he had cut his teeth through the Senate, right?
Yeah.
So Barack has been through the Senate. He didn't just jump and become president, and that would be too much of a gamble for them in America, I believe. No matter how they like him, isn't it?
Before Barack was a president, like before he was a president, when I was in college long time ago, like before he became a president, a lecturer used to tell us about him. It's like, don't worry, this guy is going to be the president of Nigeria in 2, 3 years, of America.
Yeah.
So we all said that would be the first black man to be a president. You know, I'm just saying, giving you the story because you mentioned him. It was like this will be the first black president because he has been going through. He was the president from his university's days. He's been doing good. The way he talks, every lectures he gives, every way he talks. It was like there is no way this guy won't be a president. And that year that he became a president,
Yeah.
so
So there's a history with him, to back him up. You can see the trajectory. He didn't just jump up and become,
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
president. So
exactly what you
then
say.
I want to go into the Senate first in Nigeria, or become Ondo State governor. Let's
Yeah,
test.
that's what he needs to do. I don't know why he's jumping straight into the presidency thing. He needs to start from like go teach somewhere first,
It's part of what we were talking earlier. The Nigerian president happened to be about the most powerful president in the world, maybe after the president of America.
Yes, this is the most, yeah.
Yeah.
You give
But
me the best answers out of everything I needed.
when I'm in power, I'm not like saying he's more powerful than UK prime minister or whatever. But in terms of power concentration, Nigerian president has all the power in his hand more than any other president in the world I can think of.
Yeah.
It's not making sense. Anyway, let's come back to a little to you before we go too much into this wider concept. I know I've taken your time. We'll soon be rounding up.
Yes.
Just few one
It
or two more
was
questions.
very interesting. I don't even know what time it is. Yeah.
So, any plans here? I was listening to your song the other time, titled "I Need You Tonight." Uh, that was a bit more of rap thing. Do you remember the song?
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
back into music?
yeah. I actually have two songs that are gonna come out soon, which I'm just
Wow.
doing, I'm just doing them, just on the side
Oh, you
thing,
want
because I've been doing, I've been doing music all my life. So
you
a musician never stop. I have two songs coming out. One is about I'm moving to the top, nothing can stop me. The other one is Babe, I know the joke. I'm recording them now in a very professional
you want to give
studio.
us a teaser, just like some freestyle? Yeah, maybe I can beat for you. I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah,
Let's
which
go.
one you want me to do?
I,
Babe, I know the joke, or I'm moving to the top?
huh? I need you to know. Do you still remember the lyrics? a long time.
Oh.
How you feel? Yeah. It's up to you what you consider.
I need you. I want you tonight. I could do Babe, if you want me to, just a little bit of that one, the one I got coming new.
Suit yourself, just whatever you want people
Okay.
are doing.
It goes like this. Babe, I know the joke, yo. Babe, I know the joke, yo. You see me, I know the joke, yo. This love, it be like say I smoke it, but when loving me never act like Romeo. You came around and now you be my Juliet. There isn't one hour without thinking of the way you move, the way you whine for me. I try to maintain party with them girls. You always back in the main movie like tight. Quick move, you love me like papa. You show me say love go fake your my kata. Just cause I'm fly girl, you fly me go kata. You know,
Ah, you
it's
see
just
me,
something like that.
you see
I
me.
just have to get that off my chest and put it on the beat. You know, for wifey.
What did you say? I didn't catch that. Sorry, I was too much carried
I
away.
said I just have to get that song out of my chest. I've had it in me for a long time. I always sing it, you know, so I'll put it on the beat this time around. And I'll do a professional video too to it.
Yeah, let's see. You never can tell. Important. You have happy out there. You know, you're just gonna blow one way or the other. So either through the book or through the music, it comes down to the. You know, it's all the hearts, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll talk about a man of too much talent. Happy. It's really nice having you here with us today. Well, like
Thank you
this.
so much. Thank you so much. I enjoyed it a lot,
Yeah, but one more question just before we go. Like Oliver Twist, we always ask for more. So,
I'm here.
in 10 years' time, where do we see you, Pure Gold?
It's time. In 10 years' time, I should probably be, if not a senator in Nigeria, probably, if not a senator or you know, governorship in Nigeria.
One of those things.
Yeah.
I have no doubt. What state are you going to be going for?
Maybe Delta or Lagos.
Yeah, being both being your places. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good. I wish you luck, my brother. Pure Gold. Yeah,
Thank you,
really.
sir. You know,
Yeah,
you're always a big brother to me.
it's
Thank you
all.
so much.
It's
I
always.
enjoy your show. Decide anything every time, you know.
Thank you so much for coming on the Tunji Offeyi show. We sign out now. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.